Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Crypto Hamster channel. Well, I would say today is not a bad day for cryptocurrencies field and seem to be a lot of green action these days. So let's look at this a bit closer. Let's go.
Turn up. Let's go.
Well, guys, every time I try to pick some important news in cryptocurrency areas for you, and those which don't seem to be of like a manipulative nature, but more important and like on fundamental point of view. And actually, yesterday I didn't find, for like the rest of last day, I didn't find those which seem to be important for me or fit those criteria. But I wanted still to share with you some thoughts about this. So you remember last month in July there was G20 summit, and they were talking about many things in economics, including they just mentioned cryptocurrencies, and they say that probably we need to develop some standards for crypto in the way of anti-money laundering regulations. So what they said, actually, well, the general sentiment was rather positive. So they say crypto assets do not at this point pose a global financial stability risk, which is really good. But what they do, they also ask Financial Action Task Force, FATF, to clarify in October this year how the standards of anti-money laundering and other things like that apply to crypto assets. So what it means that in October we may very well see some announcement from FATF regarding this issue, and it's an interesting coincidence. So, in my opinion, since the general sentiment about crypto from the regulatory point of view from the governments is quite, well, I would say neutral to positive, not negative, then probably the announcements to some kind of the decision from FATF would be like sort of positive. So they say, oh, okay, we'll need to do this and these measures, and probably crypto is okay for trading and it's not that bad, and so on and so forth. So it will open the gate for more of like huge funds and institutional investors to play with crypto on legal way. And in addition to the fact that in September 30th there will be a deadline for ETF proposal decision from CBOE, which SEC will announce. So just imagine if this will like be in a resonance. So on September 30th, SEC will say, okay, we approve the ETF, and now you can have this instrument for trading. And then in October, FATF would say, okay, those are regulations which you need to comply with in terms of being legally acting on crypto market, and these things together may like work as a perfect basis for the huge investors come into the market. So, and also the media probably will tell about this and speak about us a lot, and I believe that it may have a huge impact for the price of Bitcoin and crypto in general. So maybe actually people who are doing trading and investing in crypto are sort of those which are huge, have big funds. They already feel this sentiment, and they may start to accumulate their crypto assets already now, like, because then the price will be, the price will be much higher. So they want to buy cheap, not high, right? So maybe at this point we will not see the drop of Bitcoin to that low level, because they already want to buy it somewhere here, maybe already bought it, at least a lot of them. As I mentioned in my previous videos, when you look at this biggest wallets, biggest addresses of Bitcoin, so they just receive coins instead of sending them for recent like weeks or even just few days when it was like trading here or something like that. So good thing in my opinion. Now let's look at the chart. And you remember I was showing you this steady rise of Bitcoin. So finally, with like a couple of the like few green candles, we broke this level. You see, I pointed out this 6,620 level, and we had some struggle over here where even volume was a bit bigger, but it is weekend, so it's not that huge. Finally, we broke it, and we are stabilizing in this area and very nicely trading here. The volume is not that big. Now we have actually a bit of a upside movement, like a pressure going up, and the volume is increasing, which is good. So maybe we even see this. We touched 6,800 for like once, and maybe nearly second time we did try it almost to touch this level again. So apparently we tried to break that, but in my opinion, this level is even more important. If we look at the like bigger picture, like we had tried it tested before, and I will look at like even previous chart price action, but also the volume again a little bit higher here, trading volume than volume here. So it just minor thing, but still also the stops probably are higher for those who go short, higher than 6,800, so they probably put it somewhere in here. So as soon as we break this level above the stops, then I would say we may see a very nice like foundation establishment for the future growth, and we may not even see the 6,500 levels anymore. So great news, I think. So Bitcoin is doing well. I like the way it actually works, in the way that it doesn't show this huge spikes anymore for like already how many 1, 2, 3 days at least, which is good because everybody are tired. It seems like the whales decide, or manipulators, whatever you call them, they decided, okay, we are done, we gain enough, so let's bought Bitcoin at cheap levels for enough, and then nobody wants to sell us those coins anymore. So let's leave Bitcoin and then make it rise or act as retail investors the rest of the market want to. And apparently people want more to go up, so they buy. And well, we'll see. I still hope that maybe we wouldn't even see a new drop, a new sell-off to the lowest low or something like that. So good thing in general. Another thing which I was going to mention is the number of shorts. So you remember that it was like spiking and going down, but still on a very high level. So 35,000 is still huge. And actually this was declining during the recent days because of the steady growth of Bitcoin. But just interestingly, if we'll look at the like a month picture, we can see that 3 weeks maybe, that it is trading in sort of a corridor. I don't think that it's really 100% applicable to the number of shorts, this sort of patterns, but still it's interesting. So you see it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. So maybe we'll see now up, and if it would, then it may be either from the price will go a little higher but not that confidently, or with not that huge confidence, or it will price go down. That's why we'll see the rise of the shorts. So we sort of breaking it now, but maybe it will be a false break, as you call it, and then we'll see how it goes. But still, I think it's just like a picture which your eyes want to see, because you always look at the charts and probably will go down, 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 because the price will go up, 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 up. For the longs, though, we saw very nice spike just the recent hours. I didn't really find anything from the news standpoint, I didn't see any important news which can make this. Maybe it's just a bit late for delivery of the news. Maybe it will appear within 1 hour or 2 hours. So maybe you will, when you will watch this video, you already know what was the cause. But still, longs are much higher, and currently it is pushing price up, which is very good. And finally, what I would like to tell is the altcoins action. So interestingly, didn't see much of a correction from Nano. So it goes up, corrected, perfectly fits those levels which I mentioned before. So it seemed like it is doing very well. And this bottom level maybe was the real bottom, and Nano will not touch it anymore, but now we will have the rise. So the momentum is really nice. You see the volume is increasing constantly even though it is weekend. So probably it is one of those moments when we may see a reversal, at least for the certain altcoins. The same may be applicable even for like those icon you see after the increase being after the drop. So we corrected quite a bit, and then we rise again. So we bounced back from this important level here, and now we are trading around that. So probably we will break it eventually if Bitcoin will go higher. Walton, another thing which I personally like, is doing just like I draw this random line for its growth. So it's fitting in pretty well. It doesn't go really much down. So hopefully we'll break this falling wedge and finally go up and up and up and up. In general, I would say that altcoins performing quite well, especially those which are sort of established ones, and outperforming Bitcoin. So let's see. It's very interesting, and in my opinion, we may have finally see a sort of a pivotal point for the market and rise from that time, and finally bulls are in power. So everybody will be happy. Just hopefully that you didn't sell at the bottom and then you don't feel disappointed and frustrated now. So okay. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that and you find something interesting. Please, if you like the content, subscribe and leave a like or comment. Really looking for some commenting of my videos. And that's it for today. Have a great day, guys. Safe trading, and see you soon. Bye.